But today I'm going to demonstrate how to make, it's called sweet and spicy candied pecans. And I got this recipe from a dear friend, Sue. And it's kind of similar to, this is a Costco brand praline pecans. And these are good, but these are much better. And it's not that hard to do. And we'll actually do a taste test with both of them. But maybe my sisters will like these better, who knows.
I doubt it.
So right here I have 2.5 cups of pecans already pre-measured here. And in here is a sugar mixture.
And Joanne, these are raw pecans.
Yeah, raw pecans. And I just got these in the bag at Costco. Any raw pecans will do. And you want them whole, mostly whole. You don't want chopped pieces. It would be too hard to make it, I think. So this is 1 cup of sugar. And to the sugar, I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. And 1 teaspoon of salt. And that's all to the sugar mixture. The praline, how do you say that word?
Praline.
Pralines from Costco, it says it has milk product in it. This does not. So in that way it's better too.
It's dairy-free.
It's dairy-free. But it does have pecans. So I'm just stirring to mix up evenly the salt and the cinnamon and the sugar. And then the other thing is 1 egg white, and to the egg white you add 1 tablespoon of water. And I've got this in this container, and you just mix it until it's frothy. I think it says very frothy, so make sure it's not just frothy, but very, very frothy.
I thought you said frosty.
And I've never used this. Diana has this immersion blender that has a whisk in it. Is that very frothy?
I say it is, but I've never done this. That's
I think it's very frothy.
Yeah. It's on the verge of when you do whipped egg whites.
Yeah. Yes. It's kind of set, but not stiff
You
at all.
wouldn't call it a meringue.
No. And so I'm going to combine this. Oh, I must mention, I don't have one of these. This is Diana's, and it didn't splatter at all. I'm going to have to get me a few of these, and you can pour it really easily. I'm probably the only one that doesn't have one, but I'm impressed. So you put this, just egg whites and water mixture into the pecans. I think that you have to be kind of gentle because you want it to stay on the pecans. So you do it separate, and you just stir it.
So is that the secret to getting the sugar mixture to stick?
Yes, that's what sticks to it.
I wouldn't have imagined that.
Yeah. So you just evenly coat it. Just stirs pretty easy. It's not hard to make. You do bake it for an hour, so you need some time. And then you just stir the cinnamon mixture in it. You just kind of lightly coat them.
Gradually.
Yeah, you just make sure you have 3 hands. Bonnie, will hold that so it doesn't slide. You just kind of make sure you get it. It's actually quite a lot of sugar and
Joanne, I
spice
thought you had to cook these on the stove, so most of it is just
in the oven.
on the counter and then in the oven.
Yeah, you just stir this in. Now you put it in a 250-degree oven for about an hour. And my friend says she doesn't stir it because she thinks that it kind of makes the sugar stuff come off. I found if I didn't stir it at all, it would stick a little bit. So kind of watch how you do. Mostly I don't stir as much as I move them around.
Yeah.
So, okay, so it's just kind of evenly coated here.
Wow.
And then you just pour it on. I actually usually double this recipe because I like it so well. I started using it for when I made the spinach salad with strawberries in these. It's a really good salad with poppy seed dressing. And so I made it for that. But then one time I had people over and they said, "Oh, what are these?" And so I brought them out and people were just eating them. So now, now we just do it more as a, I do it for salads, but I make enough that we can have it for just munchies or an appetizer.
Will a double batch fit on one cookie sheet?
I do.
Okay.
I do it. And maybe that's why I feel like I need to stir it some. So you kind of make it as separate as you can, but you don't get obsessive over it. So I probably about like this. And see, there's still room to add more, but you could, if you're careful, use 2 cookie sheets. But I just use 1.
Well, this seems simple enough that if you're careful, you can produce a really good result.
Yeah, we'll see how it is. Okay, we're halfway through the cooking process of 1 hour, so it's been 30 minutes. And I just want to show you that I just kind of move it around. It's not so much as stirring it, as just moving to separate the nuts a little more. I just make sure it's all off and just move them around. And then flatten them down again. You do want to make sure that it's gentle because you want to keep the sugar mixture on the pecans. Okay, I got these sweet and spicy pecans from the oven, and I stirred them a bit. They stick a little bit to paper, but you kind of pick it up and move them around, and when they're still warm, not hot enough to burn yourself, you can kind of separate them more. It makes quite a few. So I have these and these from Costco, and we'll taste them.
And do a taste test.
Taste test. You want to take?
Yum. These are perfection. How long did they stay in the oven?
About an hour, and I stirred it halfway. I just kind of moved them around halfway through.
Yeah,
So
these are very
These could be addictive.
there.
now, these are very good. They're more about candy coating. And this is more of a sugar coating, and it's more tender. These have cinnamon, and I don't think these do.
No, they don't.
So if you're in a hurry for a salad, I keep these in a Ziploc bag in the refrigerator, and then I can throw them in a salad. But if you have time crunch, these are acceptable. But I think these are much better. And they're not hard to make, but depends on the time you have.